What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Hungry Otaku, and I'm back again with another Mukbang. I know it's been a minute since I posted, but things happen. But I'm back, and I want to thank you guys for all the love and support y'all give me for my first video. I hope y'all continue with that, just like I'm gonna continue with these videos as much as I can. And thank y'all for the support. And today we got like a little bowl of vegetables, chicken. I think it's called the 3-cheese skillet, if I'm not mistaken. And kind of mix it up a little bit. And I also got some little mini French toast sticks, nothing too crazy. So thought I'd add that. And we got a bottle of water and a cherry Coke float zero. And this is pretty good, so this is definitely recommended. So today I'm gonna be talking about, well, last time on my video I talked about My Hero Academia, what the anime is all about and everything. And of course y'all see I know I'm an anime head, got Kakashi, White Fang of the Hidden Leaf, best of the best. But yeah, I was talking about My Hero Academia last time and today, and also happy belated birthday to this character that I'm about to talk about. I'm gonna talk about my personal favorite GOAT of the anime, none other than Izuku Midoriya, aka the one for all hero Deku. So, start this off, Deku was known for being that person that always took the hero life seriously. Like, he had a notebook full of hero information about their quirks, costumes, the whole nine. The man was like geeked out for heroes. Like, you want to talk about a nerd, he was a nerd, like dead on. But anyway, so Midoriya here, yeah, that's good. So Midoriya was actually born quirkless. He's the MC of the show, born without a quirk. So the reason because of that is because, like I said in the last episode, when you have a quirk, you have a specific bone or extra bone that appears when you're born. And unfortunately for Deku, or Izuku, if y'all, whichever name y'all want, unfortunately for him, he wasn't born with that extra limb in his body. So unfortunately, he was born quirkless, even though his mother and his dad both had quirks. His mother could levitate objects and stuff, and his dad could breathe fire. But for some reason, it skipped over Deku, and he wasn't able to have a quirk. So because of that, he felt like his hero dream would never come true, or would never happen. But he didn't let that stop him. Even though he knew he didn't have a quirk, that never stopped him from knowing that he can achieve his dream. So one fateful day, he gets attacked by a sludge villain, and his all-time idol, I'm talking about, this man has a whole room full of this man, like his idol. The one and only All Might decides to save him from the villain. And thanks to that, he was able to ask him the question, like, even though I might not have a quirk, can I still become a hero? Now, first All Might was like, sorry kid, you can't become a hero without a quirk. That's just impossible. And hearing that from his idol is what really got him thinking like, well, man, if my idol's up here talking about I can't be a hero without a quirk, then maybe it's probably true. So Midoriya felt, okay, his dream is no more. He can't do what he want to do as a hero. That is until one of his friends gets attacked by the same villain. And the pro heroes, they couldn't reach him because it was so chaotic and fire everywhere. They didn't have the capability to reach his friend. But thanks to Midoriya, his body just certainly moved without thinking. He went in and how to save Bakugo from the flood villain. And that's when All Might saw this, and mind you, All Might was in his weak form when he saw it. He saw this and got him inspired to actually go back and help Bakugo and get rid of the sludge villain for good. Now after all that, All Might pops up back to Midoriya and tells him, young man, you too can become a hero. And because he said that, Midoriya finally was able to relive his dream and actually get his dream back on track. Ooh, excuse me. After hearing what his idol had said to him. And also because of that, since All Might got inspired from him actually going there and being the hero that he was supposed to be, he ends up giving him One for All. And if you don't remember my first episode, One for All is like a stockpile quirk that was passed down from generation to generation. Now, Midoriya ends up becoming the 9th user. And thanks to that, he was able to train under All Might. But All Might had to tell him, for you to use that quirk, you have to train your body. Just like how anybody with skills have to train their body in order to maintain it. And that was the same for Izuku. So he trained for like maybe, I think, 10 months or so. Training on the beach, swimming, getting up the garbage, moving objects, all that, making meal plans, all that. So finally, Midoriya single-handedly cleaned up off that beach. And that was All Might saw the potential that Izuku really actually had. So thanks to that, he got his body right. All Might passes down One for All to him. Now, Izuku then enrolls into UA. He goes through his whole entrance exam. At first, he really didn't know what to expect. He didn't know how to defeat these robots. And this man was literally at 0 points, like literally. Then you had the giant robot come out. He running scared, panicking, just like everybody else. But then he sees one of the people who was there, Ochako Uraraka, trapped under a boulder. And that's when his instinct kicked in again. He was like, I can't just leave her. She's gonna get crushed. And a real hero would never leave a civilian there just to die. So, just like how he did with Bakugo, he did the same with Ochako. Went back, started running. Next thing you know, that's when One for All actually activates. He jumps up, gives the super, give his first smash to the robot and actually blows it to pieces. After that, he felt like he didn't enroll, he didn't make it because he didn't get enough points. So, the invitation to UA finally comes. He goes to his room, opens it. Come to find out, All Might is actually going to be one of the teachers at the school. And he tells him, Izuku, you actually made it to UA. Just because you showed off what it really means to be a hero. You didn't care about points. You didn't care about getting the most points. And because of that, your heroic is actually what showed me and every other faculty in that school why you deserve to come to UA. So come to find out that they were actually doing not just combat points, but also hero points. And Izuku had the most highest one, which in turn let him be able to go into UA. So now he's in UA, meeting his classmates. They do the whole quirk assessment, and he reveals his quirk, but come to find out he can't use the quirk fully because it'll end up breaking all his bones, and he's going to be a liability. So thanks to his teacher Aizawa for telling him that, Izuku was able to actually shrink the power of One for All into a finger and do the ball toss, and where he only just broke his finger. And when I saw this in the episode, that's when I knew right then and there, when he did that, I knew that Izuku would have potential. And he was going to make something really of himself. And the reason why I'm talking about Izuku is because not only is he one of my favorite characters, but I also can relate to him. Because we live in a world where a lot of people view talent over hard work. Which, of course, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you can't expect someone who has talent to work as hard as someone who don't have it. which is the quote from Kevin Durant himself when he said, "Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard." And that's why I like Izuku so much, because he embodies that quote. Even though he didn't have a quirk like most people, even though the quirk that he got can mess up his body or tear it apart, he still worked his hardest to make sure he can control it. Went through a lot of training in order to maintain one for all. Fought different villains, from Muscular to Shigaraki to Overhaul to heck, one to even All For One. Even through all that, most people would have given up, or at least said, "Hey, I don't want to do this hero thing no more. I don't feel safe. I'm going up against these villains who are probably stronger than me. I could die." All in that. But now Izuku looked death in the face and said, "You're going to have to earn me." And because of that mindset, even though, yeah, a lot of people who first watched the show called him a crybaby because he was crying a lot. But as he matured and got older, he realized that there's nothing wrong with crying as long as you know that you are doing your job and everybody is safe. And that's why Izuku is my favorite character, because, like I said, I relate to him, and I also see myself in him as well, because he might seem as a weakling when he's crying, or when he used one for all, he's not able to move anymore, but he's still able to smile even through all the pain, which I myself do that as well. Like, I could be hurt or hurting, but I still smile through it, because at the end of the day, the pain is going to go away either way. It just depends on how you take it and utilize it, which is what Deku ended up doing. And Deku really inspires me and shows me that as long as you are being true to yourself and know your goals, you always gonna be able to put a smile on somebody's face. And that right there is what really gets me, and why he's my favorite character, because I pretty much follow the same footsteps he do. And not only that, Izuku was able to touch a lot of other people in the anime as well, and show him that he does have potential. And what he does, it can never be duplicated or replicated. But yeah, and that's why I do love his character. I love everything about him. And like I said, I feel like after the seasons ended, I feel like I've grown with him and all other characters as well. And I learned a lot. You do learn a lot. And Izuku, he is the definition of a true hero that always makes sure everyone else smiles. So that's why why I feel like Izuku is my favorite character, and why I believe he's the GOAT of his anime. Now, I know some people might not agree, because I'm pretty sure there's some of you that are not going to agree, but that's okay. But I want to thank you guys for listening to me and being here with me again. And comment, like, share, comment, and maybe comment some of your favorite characters from My Hero Academia, and see if we connect, or see if we like the same people. So, But hey, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me and letting me vent like this. So I really do like that. So, but yeah, I'm posting on YouTube, TikTok. Follow your boy, and I'll definitely make more videos as much as I can. All right. Peace.